Alright, so on this video, we are going to learn the second part of area and surface area, which is composite figures. Okay? And a composite figure is basically a figure that is made up of smaller shapes. Okay? So it's a shape that's made up of smaller shapes. So let's say, for example, we have this shape right here. So let's say I have this shape right here. Do I know what this shape is called? No, you don't know what this shape is called. But I do know that I can take this shape that I do not know what it's called, right? And it's not on my formula sheet. But I can break it up into shapes that I do know the area for. Because now, oh look, I have two rectangles. Okay? And that's all composite figures is. It's basically being able to take a figure that you do not know the name of, right? And cutting it up into smaller shapes that you do know the name of and do know the formula for, so that you can find the area of the whole thing, okay? So let's say we wanted to find the area of this shape. I'm going to label this part A. I'm going to label this part B. And then I'm going to make my little chart here. And so I'm going to say, okay, well, let's do B first. For B, this is a rectangle. The formula is base times height. Please use your formula chart, okay? Don't try and memorize it. Don't just sit there and try and think about it. Take out your formula chart and use that, okay? The gold one that I gave you a while ago. So we have base times height. The base of this is going to be 10, and then the height is going to be 6, okay? 10 times 6 equals 60. Now for A. A is just this big old rectangle, okay? My formula is base times height. Please write the shapes with your letters, because that's going to help you kind of see and make sure that you're doing the right formula, because some people are making these silly mistakes just because they forget like the formula for the shape that they're trying to find. So please draw the shape, okay? So the base of A is 4. Now I have to find the height, okay? Well, A goes from this point to this point. I need the whole thing. Now this is the hardest part about composite figures, is being able to like find the missing side lengths. Well, if I know I'm going from here to here, I know from here to like there is 6, because that's 6, okay? I know from here to there is also 6, because that's 6. And then I know from here to here is 7, because this is 7. So that means this whole thing, right? The whole side that I'm looking for is going to be 6 plus 6 plus 7, which equals what? Hopefully you said 19. Okay? So now you find the area. So 19 times 4, 4 times 9, 4 times 1, we get 76. So now to find the area of the whole thing, we just add them together. So 76 plus 60, 7 plus 6 is 13. So 136. All right, so here's another problem. All right, let's say you have this shape right here. So I have no idea what this shape is called. But what I do want you to do is break it up into shapes that you do know the area for. So go ahead and break it up. So hopefully you paused it and broke it up. I'm going to break it right here so that I can make a triangle and a rectangle. Okay, so I'm going to label this A. I'm going to label this B. So we got A, and we got B. Okay, so for A, what shape is this? Hopefully you said rectangle. The area of a rectangle is base times height. Please look at your formula chart. And my base is 4, my height is 7. So I do 7 times 4, which is what? 28. Now, B. B is a triangle. Now, the area of a triangle is 1/2 base times height, and I got that from the formula chart. I don't have a formula chart right next to me, otherwise I would show you. But basically, it's a formula chart. All right, so yeah, so make sure you are looking at the formula chart for this formula, okay? So we have this triangle right here. So the base of the triangle, which is the bottom, well, that kind of lines up with this one, so that's going to be the same. So we have 1/2, the base is 4. Now we need to find the height. It doesn't give me the height. But what I do have is I have the height of this, which is not for my triangle, right? But I have the height of this and I have the height of this. Well, if we notice, this height right here and this is going to make that. So in order to find this, I'm going to take this long piece and subtract what I have already to get this, okay? Because if this is 3, 3 plus 7 gives me 10. So that's how I know it works, okay? So my height here is 3. So I'm going to do 4 times 3, which is 12. Half of 12 is 6. So then we get 28 plus 6, 14, and then 34. All right? Now, the only other part for composite figures is finding the shaded area, okay? So finding a shaded area. All right, so before you start this part, I want you to go tell Miss LeBlanc, okay? Come and tell me the answer to this question. Okay, come tell me the answer to this question. All right, here we go. So, finding the shaded area. So, let's say you have a shape that looks like this. Okay, say you have this shape right here. Now, we want to find the area of the shaded part. Okay, we want to find the area of the shaded part. So, all of this right here. All right, it's not beautifully colored, but whatever, y'all get the point. All right, we want to find the shaded area. All right, so let's say that this right here is 12, this whole thing right here. This is 4, and from here to here is 9, okay? Now, we need to find the shaded area. So whenever you have to find this shaded area, you are going to subtract. Okay? That is your key word. If you see the word shaded area, you are going to subtract. Okay? So we're going to look here. We're still going to look at our shapes. Okay? So I'm going to label this A. I'm going to label this B. So if I go A, B, I say, okay, well, let's do B first. B is a rectangle. The area of a rectangle is base times height. The base of the rectangle, not the triangle, the rectangle. So my rectangle is this. Okay? So the base of the rectangle is not 9. 9 is only from here to here. We want from here to here. So that means we are going to use the 12. And then my height is 4. Okay? And 12 times 4 is 48. Now we do A. Shape A is a triangle. The area of a triangle is 1/2 base times height. Please use your formula chart. All right, so we got 1/2. The base of the triangle is not 12, because 12 is from here to here. That's not the triangle. The triangle is from here to here. So we got 9. And the height of the triangle is from the tip to the bottom. Oh, look, that's the same. That's 4. Okay. 9 times 4 is 36. And then we got half of that. So we say, okay, well, half of 36, I don't know what that is. So 36 divided by 2 goes in 1 time. And that goes 8 times. So we get 18. Now, we are looking for the shaded area. Shaded area. So I have to subtract. So I'm going to take, okay, my bigger number, 48, minus my triangle, the smaller number. 8 minus 8 is 0. 4 minus 1 is 3. So the shaded part, just the shaded part, is 30. Okay? All right, if you have any questions, come up and ask me. You have quizzes that you can do, or you can do the worksheet that's on my desk. All right.